Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Mares Jax Mouthpiece. So this is a moldable mouthpiece, a lot like the gum shields that you used to have playing rugby as a kid. So it's a custom sized mouthpiece, and what you basically do is you dip it in some hot water, let it soften, and then when you bite down on it, it actually molds to your jaw. So that way you don't have to bite down on it whilst you're scuba diving. And it's less generic than your sort of standard mouthpiece that it comes sort of with your regulator. So right now it's got all these sort of extra little bits that come with it that you need to mold it. So these two little side bits, they come out. You can remove those after you've sort of done it. And this little dunking thing, of course, that takes the place of the mouthpiece of your regulator, and that's just how you're going to dunk it sort of in the water. So very quick and easy to adjust, and I'll show you that in a second. The mouthpiece itself comes in a couple different colors and different lengths as well. If you don't like a long mouthpiece, you can get a shorter version, different color depending on your preference. And yeah, once it's set up, it's going forwards, it's going to reduce your jaw fatigue because you're not having to kind of hold on to the mouthpiece itself while scuba diving. It just kind of sits there in your mouth quite naturally because it's molded to your teeth. The material itself, it is a bit harder than a standard mouthpiece, so if you prefer like a softer, more silicone mouthpiece, it might be worth looking at one of the more generic ones. But if you're quite happy with a sort of a harder material, then this is definitely a contender. Now there is a top and a bottom. You can see the word up just above Jax, but the overall mouthpiece is shaped in a certain way, so it's a little bit taller on the upper side. So make sure that you mold it accordingly. And yeah, let's take a look at how to mold it to your jawline. Okay guys, so the first thing you're gonna need is a bowl or some kind of sort of receptacle that can take boiling water, deep enough that you can dip the mouthpiece in. All you're gonna do is, first of all, you're gonna put it in your mouth, just make sure that you're comfortable with it. It's all explained in the instructions, so read through all of the instructions first before sort of going through it, and always keep it to hand. You're gonna need a watch as well because you're gonna be doing some timing, and you're gonna need all of these little devices in the little black bits. Leave them sort of as they come sort of in the packaging, and then sort of when I tell you to, then you can sort of remove them. So of course, try it on first, make sure that you get going upwards, and then sort of bite down on it and just make sure that it feels roughly comfortable in your mouth. Okay, so once you're comfortable with that, holding onto the metal bit, you're gonna submerge it into the boiling water just about until the mouthpiece starts to go round, because you don't need this sort of top section from sort of softening. So you're gonna lower it in for 15 seconds, and we're just gonna speed up this bit for your sake. Okay, so once your 15 seconds is up, take it out and give it a little shake. Double check which side the up is, and then you're gonna pop it in your mouth and then bite down quite hard whilst massaging the sides, just to make sure that it molds properly. You also need to get rid of as much of the air and moisture sort of out of it as well, which is why you're shaking it off so that it sticks to your teeth that little bit better. Okay, so after 2 minutes, take it out and just kind of give it a look over. And then basically what you need to do when you're happy with it, take all of these devices out and then you're gonna dunk it in some cold water for 3 minutes, and that will really kind of set it in position. If you're not quite happy with it, then you can sort of repeat that procedure again, softening it up, sort of pop it back in. If you do it a couple times, it just means that it's really going to sort of mold to your actual mouth and be sort of that much more comfortable. But then once you've sort of plunged it in that sort of cold water for 3 minutes, it's really going to sort of solidify, and that's kind of it. Then all you have to do is just pop it on your regulator with that cable tie, and you're good to go. Okay guys, so once it is sort of sized up and sort of molded to your jawline, just pop it onto your regulator, and they even give you a cable tie to wrap around, and then off you go. So it's a smart way to sort of customize your regulator. A lot of people swear by these sort of mouthpieces because yeah, you don't have to bite down to hold that regulator in. It just kind of sits there in your mouth without having to apply any pressure. This is the Mares Jax Mouthpiece. Thanks for watching and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.